Gentlemen, to Tom Wooden Field here at beautiful Dunlap High School. It's not officially Tom Wooden Field, but I'm calling it that. I don't care. He's earned it. I have the legendary Dave Bentley here. And speaking of legends, that's the sultry voice of Brock Alkire that you hear behind us doing the PA work at Dunlap High School. Brock, a young up-and-comer in the sports media space here in the Peoria area.
Isaac Davis. The starting pitcher for Morton is Matt Sander. Yeah.
We started with 5 viewers and we're already down to 3. That can't be good, David.
Now it's time to meet the starting lineup for your Dunlap Eagles. Batting first,
Chicago Bulls.
Little United Center action.
Pitching number 11, Simon Malcolm.
Did you see somebody did that for the Pope when he came out? Somebody.
I can't tell you how many shirt-tail relatives have popped up of my wife's that claim they know the Pope being of the south side of Chicago.
Number 2, Jackson Trissenreiter. Batting third, the pitcher number 3, Davis Weeks. Batting fourth, the first baseman number 4, Christian Ferrari. Batting fifth, playing center field number 1, Jackson Newton. Batting sixth, the shortstop number 12, Ryder Renette. Batting seventh, designated hitter number 0, Owen Chisler. Batting eighth, third baseman number 10, Eli Mechanicu. Batting ninth, right fielder number 7, Drew Thiel. Doing the catching tonight, number 18, Ethan Scott. The Dunlap Eagles are coached by Eric Stone. At this time, please rise and face the flag for the playing of our national anthem.
Oh, good. They used the edited version. All right, folks. Well, let's take a look at the lineup here. Morton coach Jesse Crawford switching things up here. Mentioned in the pregame that offense needed a little jolt. He thinks that sophomore catcher Hudson Lovell can be that guy. Lovell leading off. Hitting second, playing second, Jude Parnham. Batting third, the right fielder Brandon Sieben. Batting fourth, first baseman Cam Crawford. Batting fifth, the third baseman Colin Burns. Batting sixth, center fielder Andrew Brooks. Batting seventh, left fielder Beck Powers. Batting eighth, the shortstop Owen Adams. And batting ninth, the designated hitter number 60, Isaac Davis. Potters will send Matt Sander to the mound, and he will be opposed by the Michigan State recruit, Davis Weeks, who's taking his warm-up tosses as we talk. Gavin Gibbs going to throw it down, and we are underway.
Catcher number 4, Hudson Lovell.
So, first up, Hudson Lovell here. Looks like we got Dale Ross behind the plate. Dale always keeping it crisp. And somehow never ages.
the chin music there.
See if that's right. That said 83. There's no way.
Yeah, first pitch. There we go.
Climbing a little bit. So Weeks quickly evens it at 1-1 there. Pair of high strikes on the fastball. That one at 88. That's going to be a strike. I handed the radar gun to Mr. Bentley because I didn't think I was reading right, but didn't read. But he gets level swinging there, and that'll be out number one.
Now batting number 5, Jude Parnham.
That'll bring up Jude Parnham. Parnham hitting .333 on the year. And he'll swing over the first offering from Weeks at 88. Weeks going to Michigan State to be a two-way, and with the numbers he's put up this year, it would be foolish not to. A little swing and miss there on a low fastball. Not sure if that had a little funk to it. Yeah.
Off, yeah. Oh.
Might have tried to go slider there, and that's going to be in the other batter's box.
It's a little hotter than it has been the last 9 months, so he might be having trouble getting a grip on the ball. It's actually above 12 degrees.
Yeah. Viewers note, especially for Christy Bentley, David is dressed like he's in the Bahamas.
Now batting number 7, Brandon Seaton.
One-way tickets to Peoria National Airport straight to Hawaii, now going for $490. Keep your eye out for those sales.
Another fastball at 88 for a strike. Weeks filling the zone right here with fastballs. Everything else a little bit off, but he is on it with the fastball.
Slider.
There's a slide piece at 76. Weeks comes into this game 3-3, 1.98 ERA. Oh, 60 Ks and 13 walks, but he's already added that K total twice here in the first inning.
Seaben's been hit by 5 pitches this year already. Let's see if he can draw another plunk.
Ball up there, leading the count at 2-2. 2-2, 2 outs here, top of the first, no score. Dunlap won the continuation game 8-0. Slider there, Sieben gets a bat on it. That's going to go out to right.
Way up there.
Drew Thiel going to camp under it, and that'll end the first. The host Eagles are coming to bat.
Simon Malcolm.
So here we go, Dunlap coming to bat. Simon Malcolm going to get it started for the Eagles. Eagles drawing Matt Sander today. Matt comes into this game 4-0, 1.62 ERA, 51 Ks and 15 walks. He has been a pleasant surprise. Southpaw starts Malcolm off with a ball. This Dunlap team, Dave, has 7 players in this lineup right now with more walks than strikeouts on the year.
I was noticing that.
And by a lot. Like, a lot of these guys are rocking like 15, 16, 17 walks and like single-digit Ks. So this Dunlap team's going to make you work.
Christian Ferrari, 15 walks to 8 Ks.
Yep.
Jackson Newton, 10 Ks to 15 walks. I mean, that is unheard of.
That ball going to hit the quick stop across the street.
Sander up to 81 there.
So here we go. 2-2 now to the leadoff man, Simon Malcolm. He's going to, first base umpire going to ring him up there. Dunlap dugout not happy with that one.
Change up, low and outside, faded away from him.
So
No chance of hitting that.
That'll bring up Jackson Tressenrider. Trezzy coming back from injury, but was really good last year for the Eagles at the top of the order in this same spot. We'll look at ball one from Sander. Two-0 count here to the number 2 hitter, Tressenrider. One out here, bottom one. Sander going to get a strike on the board there. I like the little, he does have a little hitch in the giddy up there.
He's got a little hitch. We've seen this before. I'm trying to place what big leaguer does this. It'll come to me when I'm not thinking about it.
At 11 o'clock at night when you're laying in bed.
Yeah.
So here we go, 3-1 to Jackson Tressenrider. Tressenrider is speed trap. I'd like to keep him off the bases. Going to foul that one off down the line. Cam Crawford's going to, well, now he's going to give chase.
A little bit of Blake Snell maybe at the top.
A little bit.
Little pause there.
Yeah.
Just
but it's
a
not
little
an all-the-time thing.
Right. Little
Sometimes,
hitch, little pause,
yeah.
just enough to throw that timing
Yep,
off.
all about the timing.
When those hitters get loaded, if you mess with it, it can mess with them. High fastball, took a little something off, ball 4.
So there's ball 4, Tressenrider on the base.
Number 3, Davis Weeks.
That will bring up the last guy you want to see in the box. Davis Weeks comes into this second game hitting .536, 8 doubles, 3 triples, 2 home runs, 29 RBIs, and 28 stolen bags. We might as well engrave the Diggles Diamonds Player of the Year plaque right now. Foul that one off.
81 out of the stretch, not bad for Sander. He's coming back from a rough leg injury, fall 2023 football. Came back a few months later and pitched on the sophomore squad last spring and was nails, 8-0.
Real quick ahead of Davis Weeks here, 0-2.
Last year on the sophomore squad, Sanders struck out 69 in 54 innings after breaking that leg.
Football injury?
Yeah. I think he's a wide receiver.
Gotcha. So Weeks shows some good peepers there, looks at the ball. 1-2 now, 1 out. Runner on first is Jackson Tressenrider. Tressenrider had double-digit steals a year ago. There he goes. Hit and run there, and that ball going to be just foul, man.
I mean, it couldn't have been more than 2 inches. Diggs.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it went over the bag, but it landed foul.
I trust our blue.
Yeah,
he's a well-respected ump.
Yeah, Dale's been around forever,
Good call.
so we'll take that. So a little reprieve there. Had to hit and run on with motion. And that'll bring up Weeks again. 1-2 now. Again, Tressenrider the runner on first. We'll see if he goes again. All going to be put in play.
It's going to spin foul.
That's going to spin foul.
I'm seeing 2 breaking balls from Sander. One earlier was at 64. That one was at 76. Could be a slow curve and a slider combo. Either way, had Davis a little bit off on his timing.
Dynamite drop in, Monty. Those broadcast lessons are really paying off.
I took him out of the Diggles Diamond budget. You should know.
What budget? That ball in the dirt. The Tressenrider going to take off. Hudson Lovell blocks it. Not going to try to throw it down, though.
Looked like a changeup, just a little too low. Early break. Weeks just spit on it.
The Eagles have an eagle on the pond. Weeks going to look at that ball up. That'll run it full. 3-2, 1 out.
That's that slow curve at 63 there.
Again, Davis Weeks, Michigan State recruit, the hitter, hitting .536. We'll see what he's got here. Sander comes set. Here's the pitch. And he's going to bounce that in front of the plate. And Jackson Fressenreiter are going to smartly move up to third on that.
First baseman number 4.
Caught everybody napping a little bit there.
Diggs, I think you can pencil in Weeks for a stolen base here in about 15 seconds. Which would inch him closer to that number 30, which my former center fielder Nick Babcock hit in 1996. Shout out to Mr. Babcock and the 15 Babcocks that live in the area.
Little Davis was a little unsure which way that was going. Didn't know if it was coming over or coming home.
Lefty on left.
Indeed. So
here we go.
0-1 here to Christian Ferrari, the College of Lake County recruit.
There he goes.
And there he goes. And Hudson Level wisely just going to eat that one.
Weeks in standing up, threw a breaking ball. He was pretty much having a cup of coffee when Hudson caught it.
So 1-1 now to Christian Ferrari. Ferrari been a stalwart in the middle of this lineup for the last 2 seasons. Drove in a team-high 34 runs a year ago. And again, headed to the College of Lake County to be a Lancer.
It's in Grays Lake, and when I tell Diggle where things like that are at, I say,
oh, and there we go. That ball poked. That's going to get down in the corner. Ferrari's off to the races. Weeks and Fressenreiter are going to score easy. Just like that, your Dunlap Eagles are on top 2-0.
We waited nicely on that slow curve.
Now batting the center fielder number 1, Jackson Newton.
So I was saying, Grays Lake, Illinois, that's in the middle of the suburbs, up near Aaron Salzman region.
I told Sauls is his host family.
Yeah. Be happy to give up none of his basement for him. Nice
Jackson
punt.
Newton going to get a
Perfect
beautiful
punt.
bunt.
It's going to be a tough play.
Colin Burns up with it.
Great play by
Throw him
Burns.
out. Ferrari going to move over. So a nice sacrifice there by the Marion military recruit.
Now batting the shortstop number 12, Ryder Renette.
Burns showed a lot of composure there, just taking his time, setting his feet, making a good throw.
And here we go, folks. One of the most anticipated players in the class 2028, Ryder Renette. He's going to look like a slider there? Fastball.
He might be throwing a 2-seamer, is what I think, because I'm seeing a lot of 78 and then 82. And it could be.
Ball pulled down the line.
Nice
Cam Crawford going to stab it, and that'll end the inning. So Dunlap gets 2. We're going to go to the second. Eagles lead 2-0.
Number 25, Cam Crawford.
So Cam Crawford going to get us underway here in the top of the second. Connor's rocking the powder blues tonight. Gotta love that. Crawford hitting 273 on the year, 5 doubles, 4 home runs, 20 RBIs for the junior. Crawford just a little off on that one, fouled it straight back.
Hit the convenience store. I mean, the concession stand. Hope everyone's okay there.
Might have got the hot dog roller. That might have broken Gavin Gibbs' glove.
It looked like it. I saw that earlier this year with Jack Bauer.
Well, that's understandable. 102 will wear out the season pretty quick. So, slider in the dirt there. That'll run it to 2-1. Again, 2-0 Eagles, top of the second. That ball bounced off home plate, I think. Mechanicu going to stab at foul, and Crawford will come back to the plate, facing a 2-ball, 2-strike count.
Morton rocking the Philadelphia Phillies jerseys today. I'm liking it.
Eagles in the pinstripes.
City Connect for Morton.
Let's see what Crawford can do. That ball hammered through the left side.
Left it up, took a little bit off. Put the ball out in
Now
front of the
batting
plate.
the third baseman, number 34, Colin Burns.
That'll bring up Colin Burns, the junior third baseman.
He's a PBR ranked fella. Somewhere in the 160s, I believe.
Indeed.
Toolsy, as they say.
Yes. Can do a lot of different things. Pretty good. Colin hitting 295 on the year, 3 doubles, 7 RBIs. Was feeling pretty good when I talked to him between games about how the batter's coming along.
That's a good pitch there. Just a little up, little out.
We've lost our scoreboard. It's from a call strike. I think it's 2-1. 1-1. Maybe a strike there. That'll make it 1-2. Yep, I was right. 1-1.
Looked like a two-seamer there at 85. Little movement. Little arm side run. High cheese up and in, 87. Foul tip from Mr. Burns.
Close and personal there with Andrew Brooks, Potter center fielder. I believe he said, "Hi, Mom."
Filthy spinner, 76. More of a 12-6 drop on it, but it looked like a
Now
slider.
batting the center fielder, number 9, Andrew Brooks.
Yeah, that definitely got slurry. So that'll bring up Andrew Brooks.
That was dangerous. Nice pitch, sounded like it. That was thrown so high I couldn't get a read on it.
Ryder Renette keeping the tag on until Cam Crawford asks for time. We're gonna take a second here and get everybody back on plane, as it were.
The ball was scuffed against the bricks.
Brooks hitting 282 on the year, 5 doubles, 9 RBIs.
He's a nice player. He's moved up and down the lineup a little bit throughout the year, led off a little bit, hit second for a while. 90. Mr. Weeks has hit 90. It's official.
Weeks, of course, been up to 93. Under the tutelage of former big leaguer and former Texas minor league pitching coach Brian Schaus.
Looks like a two-seamer at 84 there, arm side run and down. That is tough to see 90 cheese and then a two-seamer go towards you and low.
That'll make it 1-2 here. Runner at second is Cam Crawford. He singled to lead off the inning. Ball can be fouled back.
Brooks is hanging in there because he's getting some nasty shit thrown at him. Pardon my language, Mom.
So count rides at 1-2. Again, we are in the top of the second. Coach Dunlap leads 2-0. Morton threatening after Cam Crawford singles and moves to second on a wild pitch.
Lost the grip on it.
That'll even the count at 2-2.
He wanted to throw the slurve and end it.
Here comes weak set. And there it is. Got the sword.
90 on the inside part of the
Yeah,
plate.
that'll get you every time.
Drew a little check swing, and you're done.
I'll bring up Beck
Now
Powers,
batting
left
11th
fielder.
hitter, number 8, Beck Powers.
Beck spelled B-E-K. I
love
like it.
yeah.
A little unusual. Makes him stand out from the other Becks of the world,
Yes.
including one of the great rapper singers out of L.A. who's bilingual. You might know him from the song Loser. 1992, 93 perhaps, Diggs?
Was not aware we were going to be expounding upon Beck tonight. I forgot to.
I might have made a left turn there
Yeah.
here at the Dunlap.
What was the name of that album?
Odelay.
Wasn't there another one like
Yeah, there was a couple.
Rancho Tranquilo or
Rancho De Niro.
Yeah.
Como esta, La Baño.
So Beck Powers here up 2-0 on Davis Weeks. 2 outs, top of the second.
There's that two-seamer.
And Beck Powers on the verge of doing something that not very many people have done this year.
Draw a walk from
Yeah.
Mr. Weeks.
Weeks has only walked 13 on the year. He's going to have to climb the mountain right here to come out of a 3-0 hole.
Weeks started that two-seamer outside last pitch, and it just didn't come back in as far as he wanted. Inside part of the plate.
That was that two-seamer.
That was another two-seamer.
So that'll make it 3-1 now. Let's see if Powers gets the signal to take a daddy hack. He does. That ball going to be put in play. Mechanicu up clean with it, plays through. And a nice stab by Christian Ferrari.
Outstanding play by Ferrari.
Christian showing off the nimble footwork over there first, able to dodge the collision and get the tag on him. So kudos to Christian. Nice. Welcome back to Tom Wooden Field here at Dunlap High School. Bottom of the second. Eagles lead 2-0. And your batter is none other than Owen Schisler, the Illinois Wesleyan recruit, and favorite guest of the podcast.
One of my favorite guests we've had.
What a great kid.
Bright young man. Nice two-way player.
Going to a program on the rise. The Titans win the CCIW, headed to the tournament this weekend.
Wesleyan's got to be excited to get like a D2 caliber player playing at D3.
Well, and another in their class, Brayden Elliott, threw a perfect game last night against Rantoul. So shout out to
where's Elliott out of?
Gibson City, Melvin Sibley. He's going to go through the roof. He was a three-sport athlete, all conference in all three sports. They are going to love him at Wesleyan.
Boy, he
Stays
got
back,
on that.
drives that ball, but
Tough in the sun, makes the play.
Powers going to camp right under it, fights the
Now
sun.
batting the third
That'll be our
baseman,
first
number
out.
10, Eli Mechanicu.
Between innings, we had the pleasure of seeing Bear Kelly,
Big
IC
Bear.
coach. I shook his hand and it felt like a clove of bananas was engulfing my small hand.
I'll bring up Eli Mechanicu, one of the state's top-ranked 2027s in the PBR ranks. He's going to look at strike one there from Sanders.
I got to say, Diggs, when the 2028 PBR rankings came out and I did not see Ryder Renette, I was a little disappointed.
Going like 10 of them on there.
That's true.
Yeah.
I don't care. I want his name on the list.
Sick of all these Chicago kids.
Put an honorable mention for crying out loud.
So 0-2 here to the sophomore. Gonna foul that one back.
Eli can throw. I got him at a 1.52 ERA.
That is correct. Foul that one back as well.
With a little bit of injuries to the staff for the Eagles, Coach Stone's got to be elated with what he's getting from Mechanicu.
Not to mention Landon Gray and there's a few more there too.
Landon's a junior, isn't he?
Yes. So Mechanicu comes in hitting 213, 3 doubles, 15 RBIs on the year.
Speaking of
10 walks, 9 strikeouts.
Speaking of Landon, I've got him with an 0.56 ERA in 25 innings.
That's not bad. What a good swing on that. It's going to get a little under it, though. Brooks coming on hard. Makes it look pretty easy there. Just
Landon Gray, 5 wins and 2 saves.
That is not bad. Not bad at all.
Could make some school pretty happy in 2 years.
I know one or two that might want to see it. Next up, Drew Thiel, the right fielder. Drew comes in hitting 278. 5 doubles, 11 RBIs.
Ooh, good pitch. He wanted to. He held up, though.
So count 2-0 here. Sander will come set and try to climb out of this hole. Fastball just misses down low. That was, could have made an argument for that being a strike because it passed at the knees there, but just a little too low. 3-0 now. Gonna give him the high strike, top of the zone.
He took to get it over, 77.
And now that'll move the count to 3-1. Again, 2 outs here. Bottom of the second. Eagles lead 2-0. Whoa.
Looked like a strike 3 call. However, that was only 2, but we're going to roll with it.
That'll look.
I was entertained either
That'll
way.
the count full. Dale, nobody saw that.
Or maybe it's 3-3, Diggs. There's been a lot of changes to the rules. Now that is definitely strike 3.
So Matt Sander gets through it.
That was a location swing and miss. He put that low and inside. Tough to get to.
And we will move to the third here. Dunlap still leads 2-0.
We're going to try to find Bear and talk about Dominic Ropa's stories if we have time.
So here we go, top of the third. Owen Adams going to try to get down a bunt. That's going to pop it right back to Davis Weeks, and that's a quick first out.
Now batting number 60, Isaac Davis.
90 up and in by your face is hard to lay down a decent bunt.
Yes. So that'll bring up Isaac Davis. Isaac with a double and 3 RBIs. Just starting to see more time in the lineup for Jesse Crawford's squad. As we alluded to at the start, Jesse trying to find the right combination to fire up the Potter offense here. They were blanked last game and haven't scored anything here either.
Well, he pulled an 89-mile-an-hour inside fastball down the left field line foul, so I like his bat speed so far.
Yeah, absolutely. So here we go, 0-2 to the number 9 hitter. And he's going to look at strike 3.
That is filth on the outside corner. Forgot to hit the button, but I'm going to call it 88 like the DeLorean. 1.21 gigawatts, Mom.
That'll bring up Hudson Lovell. Hudson struck out his first time up.
It's one of my favorite hitters in the Peoria area. 6 bombs, 10 doubles.
Looks at 89 in the dirt there. So again, 2 outs here, top of the third. Dunlap leads 2-0. Eagles in the pinstripes, Potters in the powder blue. Lovell going to single through the left side there. Got a friendly bounce. And this inning will stay alive.
Right on the lip, but he hit it
Now
hard.
batting second baseman number 5, Jude Parnham.
The fact that Hudson's only a sophomore is just mind-boggling to me. He looks like a 20-year-old player.
Got a courtesy runner down there
first base number 11, Landon Springer.
We'll let Brock Alkire take that one. Thank you, Brock. Dynamite drop in up there. Dale Ross throwing out a ball.
Springer's bouncing around the PBR showcases and showing some skill. We'll see if he gets some playing time later this year or next year for sure.
Ball in the dirt there. Springer probably gotten a better secondary there. Might have been able to take advantage of that. Batter is Jude Parnham. Jude hitting .333 on the year. Has really become a calming presence in this lineup. He's going to pick over and try to keep Springer close. Count 1-0 here again. We are top of the third. Host Dunlap leads 2-0.
Ooh,
Looks at the strike there.
That's not hittable, and I think that was a 2-seamer at 87, which if it was, it's just nasty.
So 1-1 now.
Oh, mosquito flew in Davis's nose. When he sneezed, it looked like a party favor.
Swing and a miss there. That'll make it 1-2, 2 outs. Weeks trying to work his third scoreless frame here so far.
Davis may need an ear, nose, and throat doctor to get these skeeters out of there. He looks a little bothered right now.
Pretty sure we can find one out here. 88 at the knees, and that'll end it. We go to the bottom of the third. The host Eagles coming to bat, still leading 3-0.
Tracheotomy being performed on Weeks during the middle of the
So Eagles back to the top here to start the bottom of the third. Dunlap leads this game 2-0. Simon Malcolm, the Eagles leadoff hitter, going to start us off here in the third. 368 on the year. Simon's older brother Graham, also a standout for the Eagles, was a pretty solid 4-year contributor for them. Sander will look at toss strike 2 there. Malcolm all of a sudden an 0-2 hole. And man, Matt Sander just said good morning, good afternoon, good night.
Sanders starting to settle in. until he sees Weeks again, and then he's going to be unsettled.
So here comes Tressenreiter. Tressie drew a walk last inning, or first time up.
Stole a bag.
No, wild pitches
That's
on both.
right.
Wild pitches on second and third, and then scored. The RBI double by Christian Ferrari.
Like a changeup from Sander there at 73.
Mr. Yates, we know you're watching. If you would text Mr. Bentley with any comments on the broadcast, tell us if we're doing anything wrong, that would be wonderful.
He's already fired one earlier in about the second inning. One that I cannot repeat on air.
We really got to work on the swearing, Kevin.
Coleslaw might be listening.
0-1 here.
Ooh.
Fastball going to miss up and in. Again, Tressenreiter, coming back from injury, has just recently been cleared in the last few weeks. Still not ready to pitch. If he gets back on the mound, the Eagles could be in threat to make a deep postseason run here with Weeks, Schisler, and Tressenreiter being healthy. Count now 1-2. One out here in the bottom of the third. Dunlap leads 2-0. Ooh, thought Dale Ross can ring that up for a second. That'll even the count 2-2 to the senior Tressenreiter. That ball going to be fouled off.
Sander losing a little something on his cheese. Wearing down a little bit.
Well, adrenaline's a hell of a drug.
It is.
Rick James taught us that. Curveball going to miss up there. That'll run the count full. 3-2, one out here. Again, trying to keep one of the Eagles' top base stealing threats off the bags here. Not going to be fouled off. I think that Jeep was moving quick. Otherwise, it was meat for the beast. I want to thank you all for joining us. There's 18 of you hardy souls right now. Little pause over the top. That's going to put Tressenreiter on with a walk from second straight trip to the plate. And that'll bring up Davis Weeks, the most dangerous man in America.
Davis Weeks.
Little shout out down south in the Marietta, Georgia area to Nolan Farner, who's pitching in a Final Four high school game for Walton. Good luck, Nolan. You're probably in about the fifth inning right now.
There goes Tressenreiter on cue. Little hit and run on again. If you've forgotten already, Davis comes in hitting .536, 8 doubles, 3 triples, 2 home runs, 29 RBIs, and 28 stolen bases. Not to mention sub-2 ERA on the mound. Oh, that ball going to get away. Tressenreiter might go 3 here. He is. He's going to go 3.
There is no out of play until you hit the convenience store.
I love the Eagle.
That ball ended up in Kickapoo, and Tressenreiter was able to go to third. DJ Cool in the house here. Can we take a breather?
So here we go, Weeks, 0-1.
That's a nice breaking ball outside part of the plate.
Flips it over there, go to 0-2. Davis Weeks going to have to do a baseball job here and put a bat on the ball to keep him striking out and put a run across. And pardon me.
Now batting
Sander
the
climbs
first
the
baseman,
ladder.
number 4, Christian Ferrari.
Hits the strikeout. I'd love to tell Matt Sander there's some relief there, but all that does is bring up Christian Ferrari, who has been a mainstay in the heart of the Eagles lineup for 2 years now. Christian comes in hitting .333, 3 doubles, a home run, 22 RBIs.
Checking in on some other scores. Nolan Farner, son of Evan Farner, ICC, Peoria, Notre Dame, and Bradley. His son got the win tonight, and the Walton Raiders are going to the championship game.
That ball in play, that's going to be good for 2 as well. Grass kills it. Ferrari, he's going to think better about it and get back. Nice hustle by the right fielder, Sieben, to get there and keep Ferrari to a single.
Now batting the center fielder, number 1, Jackson Newton.
Second hit of the night for Ferrari. He's 2 for 2. That'll bring up Jackson Newton, who laid down a sack last time. But the Marion Military Institute recruit is dangerous himself. Had the opportunity to work with Jackson a little bit. He very focused on going south, and it wasn't necessarily I want to go to the SEC. It was I want to go somewhere that wants me. But wanted to go south because you got family down there. So tried to hook him up with the legendary Jeremy Sheetinger at Georgia Gwinnett. Sheet said, let's keep an eye on you when you get out of JUCO. So, runner on first is Christian Ferrari. So Dunlap got the one. That's 3-0 now.
Sanders been up with that deuce. He's trying to drop off, not getting the grip on it, letting it slip, not snapping it hard enough. A little bit high the last
So 2-2
inning.
count, 2 outs here. There goes Ferrari. They'll look at the ball low. Lovell gonna kind of double clutch there, trying to get it out of his glove. It looked like. And now 3-2. Sander will bounce back and get the K, but not before giving up one.
Nice.
That'll push the Dunlap lead to 3-0.
Great location, up and out.
If I snag a picture,
Which one you want?
I'll take both.
You can read my writing.
Take it?
Yeah, take that.
You don't mind?
Nah, go ahead. We're good.
Sorry. No, that's only Dunlap.
That's only
Yeah.
Dunlap.
Yep. Have a good one, man.
Appreciate it.
Yep.
To go to the convenience store.
Welcome back, folks. Here we go, top of the fourth. Brandon Sieben going to lead it off for the Potters, who trail 3-0 in this Middle Illini Conference game. Sun playing havoc a little bit. See Ryder Renette with the glove up out there. Freshman wise enough to know he's got to block that sun out. He's still trying to
He's
find
searching
home,
for
though.
shade.
And that ball going to be hit right to his right. And Sieben going to put the Potters in business with a sharp leadoff single.
A lot of exit velo on that.
Baseman number 25, Cam Crawford.
So that'll bring up Cam Crawford. Cam had the Potters' lone hit so far. Had a sharp single through the left side last time. Also one of their major power threats. 5 doubles, 4 home runs, 20 RBIs. They'll look at a ball low from Weeks.
This is the inning. If they want to get to Weeks, they better do it because the sun is right in Weeks' eye, but there's no sun at all in the batters. And the shortstop, as you pointed out, Ryder and left fielder got that sun right in their face.
That'll run the count 2-0 here to Cam Crawford.
When you're a pitcher and you're looking into the sun like that and you know the batter is not, it will affect you a little bit.
Runner on first, Brandon Sieben has 7 bags on the year, I do believe. So now we go 3-0. Cam Crawford.
Sieben hitting just under 300, but he gets on base a lot. I mentioned earlier, 5 hit-bats.
Strike there. Gibbs going to try to put it on. Sieben going to steal that base with relative ease. Pitch was a strike, so 3-1 now to Cam Crawford, runner in scoring position.
Siebens another one. Crawford's been moving up and down the lineup as he gets hot.
Just off that one. Gonna run the count full 3-2 here. No outs. Top of the fourth. Check swing foul ball there. That'll keep the count full 3-2. So here we go, 3-2. Gets him with the breaking ball there.
That was disgusting. It started
Now batting number 34,
waist high.
Colin
waist
Burns.
high, ended up below the knees, and really was in the zone the whole time.
Yeah.
It was just the vertical drop that got him.
That'll bring up Colin Burns, the junior third baseman.
Crawford didn't even swing, and I don't blame him. That thing was disgusting. It was filth.
Uh-oh. Colin gonna get a barrel on that. Jackson Newton gonna camp under it.
Wow, that was a strong throw.
Beautiful placement by the Otters defensive coordinator there. 2 outs now after the leadoff single by Brandon Sieben in the stolen
Now
base.
batting number 9, Andrew Brooks.
And Brooks hit .282 on the year, 5 doubles, 9 RBIs, 17 runs scored. And he'll look at ball one there from Michigan State recruit Davis Weeks. And Brooks going to barrel that one.
Another nice play out there in
Jackson
center.
Newton turning center field into a no-fly zone. And we are headed for the bottom of the fourth. Dunlap still leads 3-0. Thankfully, none of you could hear that rendition of the car chase scene from
Black Sheep.
Black Sheep.
One of the greatest underrated buddy films of all time. Rest in peace, Chris Farley.
So here we go with Ryder Renette at the plate, the precocious freshman, going to lead off the fourth here with his Eagles leading 3-0.
Oh, well hit. In the gap, but it's spinning left. It dropped.
Ball got down. Heck of an effort by Beck Powers.
Had some backspin and a little side spin, just enough to
Now
keep out of the
batting
reach of
number
Mr.
0,
Beck.
Owen Chisler.
Odelay.
That's going to bring up Owen Schisler. Renette, by the way, a freshman, hitting .352 on the year, and that number just went up. So not much
Cough,
of an
cough,
adjustment.
Drew Locascio, top 50.
Schisler going to try to get down a bunt. Burns going to pick it up foul.
When does PBR up their number to like 50 or so for the 28?
It'll be after this summer, I think.
Okay.
Once we get through the summer showcase. By the way, that thing in Peoria is that's a high school showcase.
Okay.
Evidently. So come on down.
In.
Ball fouled off to the left. Actually, you can't be in. I think you might be in Indianapolis that week.
Out.
With the Rhino Cage crew. So 0-2 here to Schisler, the Illinois Wesleyan recruit. Flew out to left his first at bat. Doing the designated hitting night in place of catcher Gavin Gibbs.
Just to highlight Owen's pitching this year, he 40 Ks in 24 innings with a 2 ERA. Just filthy. Wesleyan's going to enjoy him.
So here comes another stellar youngster in the Eagles player pipeline, Eli Mechanicu. He's going to see what he does here with 2 on and no outs. 8-hitter, yep, squares the bunt, gets it down. That's a pretty good bunt.
Perfect bunt, but great
Sander
play
with
by
a
Sander.
really nice play there to get that play. Boy, sometimes you see kids get fed up on that. He just kept his calm and made that nice.
Very composed.
Now batting number 16, Isaac Bass.
So that's going to bring in Babs, hitting for Drew Thiel. So here we go, Isaac Babs hitting in place of Drew Thiel.
Thiel may have been attacked by the mosquitoes that are coming in. We don't have an accurate report as of yet. The lights have come on here.
Babs hitting 282 on the year, 3 doubles. And that'll even the count at 1-1.
Folks, you could probably hear that Mr. Sander cheesed it up a little bit north of 80, back where he should be. That's a good sign for a young man like that here in the 4th.
Ball misses up. That'll make it 2-1 now. Runner on third is Ryder Renette. Man on second is Owen Schisler. 2-1 count here to the Eagles' number 9 hitter, Isaac Babs, who is pinch hitting. And that'll even the count at 2-2. Again, we're in the bottom of the 4th. Dunlap leads 3-0. Matt Sander trying to dig out of a hole where he put the first 2 runners on. Ball's going to be fouled back. Count will ride 2-2.
Onto the street, headed towards the convenience store.
Oh, that's
There's
the
some.
Legion.
Oh, okay. Well, my grandpa used to frequent there. Rest his soul. Free popcorn
Heard it's dollar draft night.
every night since World War II.
That ball going to be in play. Shortstop Owen Adams. Little trouble with it. Schisler kind of got hung out to dry there. But Adams makes the nice play, and that'll bring 2 outs.
Now batting the second baseman, number 11, Simon Malcolm.
I'll bring up Simon Malcolm. Simon, a strikeout victim twice tonight. Came into this game hitting 368. 10 runs scored on the year. That ball going to be fouled off. Start the AB. Again, we are bottom 4. Eagles lead 3-0 and threatening here with runners on second and third. But 2 outs in the inning. Breaker misses outside there, and that'll easily count at 1-1.
I got it, Biggs. That's you, Bear.
Literally drops 4 feet from Bear He was unavoidably detained and unable to make the grab.
So here we go.
Base
Ball
hit.
get back up the middle.
Two are coming in.
So the sophomore comes through with a pair on the RBI single.
For you youngsters listening, and I'm sure there's none of you,
Jackson, Tristan
Mr.
Ryder.
Malcolm struck out twice and then a huge 2 RBI base hit. Forget about what happened last pitch and move forward. Reset.
That's going to run the count to 5-0 now in favor of the host Eagles, looking to sweep this Mid-Illini series and secure their hold on second place behind Washington. Well, I'm assuming was victorious tonight, but they were facing the Cash Van Houten, so
Well, we'll
I
check
don't
there,
want to assume
Diggs.
too much.
We have the interwebs.
Chopper there, handled by Cam Crawford. So that'll end the fourth. Eagles get a pair. It's now 5-0 as we move to the
from
fifth.
around the Mid-Illini Conference. East Peoria beat Metamora 3-2 on a walk-off. Limestone beat Pekin 11-1. And Washington is beating Canton 3-0 in the fourth inning.
So there you go. Dynamite drop in by Rock Alkires. We're looking for some scores. He comes through. All right, welcome back. Top of the fifth here. Dunlap leading this game 5-0. Beck Powers going to get things started here for the Potters. And he's going to swing over a fastball from Davis Weeks. Beck grounded out to third in his first at bat, back into second. .76 there, looked like maybe a changeup. Illinois Central College head coach Brett Kelly informs me that he's had Weeks up to 93 today. Took a little something off that one, going to 85. That'll push the count to 1-2. Breaker will not break. I don't even the count at 2-2. You might be wondering, where's Dave Bentley? Dave has wandered off in search of a porta potty. Might have gone across the street to the convenience store. We're not sure. Weeks misses there with a looked like another breaker that didn't break. 3-2 now. Goes back to the old fastball there. That's going to be fouled off by Powers just across the street. Weeks misses down low, and that'll be a walk for Powers. And that will bring up Owen Adams. Adams tried to lay down a bunt back to lead off the third, and that ball was easily caught by Weeks. And he will look at a fastball there. Weeks going to try to keep Powers close. Powers does have a little bit of speed. Potters don't run much, just enough to keep teams honest, not nearly as much as the Eagles. Light starting to take effect here at Wooden Field. And Owen Adams going to look at a fastball there down low. Looked like a little two-seamer. Caught the inside corner there. Let's see what Weeks does 0-2. And he's going to run a fastball by him there at 88. So there's the first out of the inning. That's going to bring up Isaac Davis, the designated hitter.
Now batting number 60, Isaac Davis.
Davis turned on a 89-mile-an-hour fastball in the inside third. First at bat, just foul. It was hard contact. Weeks will miss low and away there. Ball one. Again, host Dunlap leads this game 5-0 here in the top of the fifth. They finished out the sweep earlier, or we're going for the sweep now after finishing game one earlier from Monday night with an 8-0 win. Weeks will miss up there, and that'll run the count to 2-0. Davis checks the runner, or pardon me, Weeks checks the runner. 89-mile-an-hour there. That's going to be fouled off. Ferrari going to give chase, but that is going to hit the road. Good old Route 91 there. So that'll make our count 2-1 now. Potter's 9-hitter Isaac Davis trying to get something started here for the Potters. Breaker didn't break. That'll make it 3-1. Let's see what Jesse Crawford gives him here in terms of take or swing away. Weeks going to try to keep that runner close in case there's something on here. 5-0. You're a little bit borderline on, do we run here? Do we not? Do we try to save the outs? Whatever it might be, especially with one out. That ball going to be up. So that will put 2 on for Hudson Lovell.
Now batting number 4, Hudson Lovell.
Little conference on the mound here for the Eagles. No coach involved. Everyone be relieved. Dave Bentley has made it back from the facilities.
I had to stop and chat with my friend Dave Hoffman, pitching coach of the Potters, 2-time draft pick out of Danville.
I thought you were going to say you ran into Andrew Tyra down there somewhere.
I wish. He's got a board meeting. We've already discussed this. He might show up late.
So that'll bring up Hudson Lovell, the Potters' biggest power threat. He's going to look at a high strike there from Weeks. Little breaking ball that just curled into the zone. I was telling the viewers Bear had his best bolt at 92.9.
Okay.
So back up to 93.
Ooh.
Like a change up there that didn't change.
Almost changed Hudson's face if he wouldn't have ducked.
So that'll even the count 1-1. Again, we are top 5. Dunlap in the field leading 5-0. But Morton threatening here with 2 runners on and 1 out. Runner at second is Beck Powers, the left fielder. Man on first is Isaac Davis, the DH.
Well, shout out to the Dunlap Athletic Fields for actually building a plumbing bathroom, not a porta potty.
Nice.
Things are looking up here.
I don't even think we had a porta potty when I went here.
It was a hole.
It might have been. Might have been the hole in center field where we always took snaps in football practice. Couldn't see our Brian Stortz, our center fielder, from above the knees.
Brian Stortz, former guest on the pod.
Yeah, absolutely. One of the best. So a little conference there with Stone. Don't see any activity in the pen yet. I think I hear some activity in the Potter's pen, but it's down behind the dugout and I can't see all the
It
way.
was a right-hander. I don't know who it was. I should have looked at the number.
3-1 there. That has some sauce to it. So that'll make it 2-2. Again, 2-2, 1 out. Runners on first and second for the Potters.
Slider. Started at his elbow, ended up right down the middle.
So Weeks bounces back with the nice strikeout. That's going to bring up Jude Parnham.
Second baseman number 5, Jude Parnham.
Parnham with a pair of Ks tonight, one looking, one swinging. That's nothing to be ashamed of against a guy who's been up to 93. That's how you handle a hard thrower right there. You know, obviously Brett Kelly, my boss, is right behind me, but Bear's a big fan of the ambush and just jump on it early. Because most of these guys aren't used to getting hit around.
Hit the catcher's mitt. What other noise was it then?
Thinking it was catcher's interference. There's my broadcast partner saying he heard it hit the
He
mitt.
absolutely hit the catcher's mitt. Should be interference.
Jesse Crawford asking about it.
Looks like home plate umpires consulting with infield. They're throwing their hands up. I can tell you exactly what happened, and he's not going to get rewarded for it, which could have been a big inning to get after Weeks here.
Yeah, that would have loaded the bases, but instead we're going to look at 0-2 here with 2 outs. That ball in the dirt.
Great play.
Nice save by Eli Mechanic to keep that ball from sailing into left. Like the aggressive base running there by Powers.
If Eli's not playing hoops, he should be.
Brief timeout here. Gavin Gibbs going to set the defense. Again, count is 1-2, 2 outs. Runners on first and third now after the ball in the dirt moves Powers up. Here comes Weeks.
That could drop. That's sinking.
So that's going to put the Potters on the board. Just a little flare to right. That's all it takes sometimes. Jude Parnham gets the Potters on the board with the RBI single.
Parnham getting some more playing time lately, hitting over 350, 19
Right
hits.
fielder number 7, Brandon Seaver.
I kind of like Parnham's name as a baseball name.
Yeah,
Parnham. It's
absolutely.
got a nice ring to it.
Absolutely. So here we go with Brandon Sieben. Brandon singled in his last at bat. Flew out in his first at bat. They'll look at a ball down low there from Davis Weeks. Still don't see much in the way of motion in the Eagles bullpen. Trying to see where Brian Schaus is and see if he's trying to get somebody moving around. Oh, I do hear somebody down there in the pen. Yes, there they are.
We've got movement. Movement on the perimeter.
Not sure of our count here.
Neither is the scorekeeper.
That ball hammered right.
That's going to score one.
Just over the
He's
head.
Hold up. He's not going to. Smart move. Brandon Seaven showing he can hit and be hit by pitches.
Now batting the first baseman number 25, Cam Crawford.
We got ourselves a ball game here, Diggs.
Yeah, we do. That we do. So 5-2 now, Dunlap. After the RBI single by Brandon Sieben, his second hit of the night. Cam Crawford going to step in and look at ball one there from Weeks. Going to pick over. Sieben is a base stealing threat, one of the Potters' better base stealers, but again, they don't run too often, and not sure Jesse Crawford wants to risk an out here.
I got him with 7 gaffled bags on the year, Diggs.
Ooh, good term, gaffled. Love it.
That's a great pitch.
Strike at the knees, yep. That is tailor-made for ground balls right there. That ball going to be popped up. Christian Ferrari seems to have a beat on it. And that'll end the inning.
Gets out of it. Not too badly scathed considering.
I'm going to bet we still see a different arm for the Eagles
I think you're right.
in the sixth. But that concludes the fifth inning, or top of the fifth. Potters get on the board thanks to RBI singles by Jude Parnham and Brandon Sieben. That'll give us a 5-2 ball game here as we head to the bottom of the fifth.
Texas leaders.
Yeah. Sounds kind of like Cole Cook is for us. Cole ended up 25th in the nation in ERA at Bradley. So Davis Weeks going to start us off here. Davis Weeks evidently using his numbers from MLB The Show for his stats. 536 coming into this game. My goodness. 29 RBIs, 28 stolen bases.
He has got to be a player of the year, considered all around the state, not just the Diggle Diamond player of the year.
The Gatorade folks might want to take a look. See. That ball
was
right at the left fielder.
Right at him.
Left fielder Beck Powers going to have no trouble with that. But man, that ball was barreled.
A couple other names for that Gatorade. I like Enzo and Felice out of Providence. I like Joe Chirado out of Edwardsville. Anybody playing two-way like that with Enzo pitching relief for the Celtics of Providence. I got to see him last week. He was at 92.
Jesus. It's an animal. So one out here. That'll bring up Christian Ferrari. He's got a pair of hits and 3 RBIs on the night.
That's a nice 12-6 deuce right there.
Potter's made a little pitching change to McKee. Alex McKee. Let me see what his Mackey. I'm not sure how that's pronounced. I forgot what Allkyer said. McKee, one of the more reliable relievers. 10 appearances, 4-2, 3.74 ERA, 20 strikeouts and 6 walks on the year. Right now he's got Christian Ferrari, the College of Lake County recruit, down in 1-2. Strike will miss up high to even the count at 2-2. Ferrari. Nice play by Owen Adams there on the shop. That'll give us 2 outs here.
Now batting the center fielder number 1, Jackson Newton.
All right, here we go. 2 outs. That'll bring up Jackson Newton. Jackson 0 for 1 after a K last inning.
There's that 12-6er. He waited for it. He waited nicely. That is way back.
That's going to be off the fence and right. And Jackson Newton going to cruise into second with an RBI, or not an RBI, but a double at least.
Now batting the shortstop, number 12, Ryder Renett.
That was one of those balls that kept rising and rising, and I
Yeah.
thought I had a chance to go.
Yeah.
He timed up that curveball just perfectly, and it was the first one he saw, too.
I want to give Bear Kelly credit for this line, but I'm not sure it's his. He turned on that like a mother-in-law. So Ryder Renett back up here again, not an easy out, even though he's a freshman, hitting 352, maybe more on the year. Now they had a single last bat. He's going to look at that one inside. Did not phase the young man at all.
This is a 15-year-old that has the moxie of a 20-year-old.
20-year-olds have moxie.
Sometimes.
I would have said 30-year-old.
All right. 70?
Yeah.
How old's George Clooney? Whatever he is.
He's ageless. Let's be honest.
He just spit on that ball slightly up and out. That's a nice curveball. That's McKee's best pitch, and he goes to it, and he can throw it for strikes.
So that'll make the count 2-2, I believe.
He went back to it, but lost the grip. 3-1, according to Alkire up there in the nest.
So 3-1, 2 outs. Runner on second is Jackson Newton. Ryder Renett trying to bring him home here and add the lead. That ball going to get, going to be scooped up by Jude Parnham.
Very nice play by Jude there.
Nice job by Jude to get to that ball, get his feet around and make an accurate throw.
Lateral movement.
So we go to the sixth. Dunlap leads 5-2.
Burns.
So here we go, top of the sixth. Colin Burns going to get it started for Morton. New
Now
pitcher for Dunlap.
Landon Gray.
Rock Alkire on top again. Nope. So Landon Gray comes into this game.
Talked about him earlier. 5 wins, 2 saves, 0.56 ERA. My numbers could be outdated. You've got the game changer. Correct me.
28 strikeouts, 9 walks. Everything else is right.
25 innings hurled. According to my memory, he's up to 84 max.
Nice breaker.
That's
there.
a nice
72 going
breaker.
to miss outside. That'll even the count at 1-1.
There's an 11-5 there.
Fastball there at 83 to make it 1-2.
You could argue he's the best reliever in the Middle Illini, numbers-wise at least.
Not going to miss down low. Burns 0 for 2 tonight. Struck out in the second, and flew out to right in the fifth. Fourth. He's going to get a ball down low.
He's got a nice short arm over the top arm angle. You don't see a lot of short arms that come straight over the top like that.
3-2 now. Fastball there up to 85.
Oh, he
Do me
just
a
broke
favor
his
when I stand
personal
up
record
and
for
grab this.
PBR.
Do me a favor and grab that. Thanks, sir.
Broke his PBR record. 85 cheese.
84 there.
Up and in.
Comes all the way back to get the strikeout there.
A little bit of late life with that short arm.
Number 9, Andrew Brooks.
We got Brooks. Brooks over 2. We hope you're enjoying this game, folks. It's been a blast. Batter is Andrew Brooks. Pitcher Landon Gray. We are top 6, 1 out. Dunlap, the host, leads this game 5-2. Landon Gray is on the case and trying to set him up and mow him down here. Mile-an-hour fastball fouled off there. That'll run the count to 1-2. These teams second and third, respectively, in the Middle Illini right now. Trying to keep pace with Washington. Little breaking ball there. 65 miles an hour. Let's see what he does with the fastball. Miss, gets him up, swings under it. Another 85 mile an hour there. Landon Gray enjoying the warm weather here.
Speaking of Washington, they've taken the lead 6-0 against Cash, Van Houten, and Canton. They're in the bottom of the 6th there across town.
It's going to bring up Beck Powers. Beck walked last time and scored back in the 5th.
Carter Prina has a home run in that game. Gavin Lawrence has yet to give up a hit against the Little Giants. He's through 6 with 7 Ks, no hits, 1 walk.
That'll do it.
Smoked. It's right at him.
Right at, I believe that's Babs in right, not 100% sure. He's substituting there at the bottom of the Eagles' order, but Gray sits him down in order with a pair of Ks. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Eagles lead 5-2. He would have stuck with the count like I told him to. So here we go at the bottom of the 6th. The host Eagles leading 5-2 and coming to bat with Owen Schisler, the Illinois Wesleyan recruit, going to start us off here. Owen walked and scored back in the 4th. And he comes in hacking right away. Fouls that one off. Key back on for his second inning of work.
He dropped a bunt down, and it's nice. It's going to be Hudson's got it.
Ooh, that was
Hudson.
a banger first. Nice play by Hudson Lovell.
He pulled out the hose on that.
Yeah, he did.
He did not look like he was worried at all the
Cut
whole time.
that loose like a cannon. So that'll bring up
Now
Eli
batting number
Mechanic.
10, Eli Mechanic.
Owen Schisler showed some speed right there, too.
Yeah, he was moving. That ball going to get out of play.
Crawford lost it. So did we.
So 0-1 here for Mr. Mechanicu. Mechanicu 0 for 1, laid down a sack back in the fourth. Led to 2 runs getting across there. He'll waste no time getting to 0-2 here.
Waste no time. He's going to the Duke.
This ball going to miss outside.
Not a terrible waste pitch.
No, not at all. I'd like to see a little more. You're gonna waste like that. You got to leave started on the outer third.
Agree. That started out and went further
like
out.
You're trying to back foot a left. Yeah.
Oh,
That ball up and in.
chin music.
That'll even the count at 2-2 now. We're losing viewers.
It's getting late. You know, Evan Farner tuning in on the East Coast after celebrating his son's big victory on to the state championship. He's probably knee deep in Jaeger bombs at this point.
Evan Farner? Never.
Now batting number 7, Drew Thiel.
So Drew Thiel going to re-enter here. Briefly pinch hit for Isaac Babb, so that must have been him and right last inning. You know, it's interesting. A lot of those Southern teams. I was talking to East Peoria's Matt Plummer today. One of the teams from Alabama that they beat 16-3 on their fall or on their spring break trip is playing for the state title in Alabama.
Wow.
And they hung a 10 spot on that team in the first.
East Peoria is good. I feel bad for Augie, a little injury action, but yeah, they're still good.
1-1 count. Batter is Drew Thiel. Thiel going to hit that ball right at Owen Adams in short. Adams up clean, going to fire across on the line. And that'll end it. So we're going to the 7th. Potters need 3 to stay alive. So here we go, top of the 7th. Morton coming to bat. They're trailing 5-2. They're going to need 3 to stay alive here and force extras.
The lights have become useful here at 8:30, and that's a good thing. That means we're getting into summer.
Gray going to throw a fastball by Adams there, run it to 0-1 pretty quick. Should see Owen Adams. Looks like we got a pinch hitter on deck. 69 on the breaker there. Nice in more ways than one.
12-6. Great control on that thing.
Fouled off. Counting ride. 0-2. Right behind you, Dale.
Don't see the name Dale as much as you used to. Dale Murphy.
Yeah.
Shout out Norman Dale.
That ball.
He got a lot of dirt with that.
Wow, they ruled that fair.
I think he got it before it crossed, but I'm not at the best vantage point. I'm impressed with Ferrari's defensive prowess over there.
Yeah, he has really gotten good with the footwork over there. So Cal Boker going to pinch hit now for the Potters. Cal, a big power threat, and has some speed.
That is a tall dude.
Gray going to run 82 by him there on the outer half. Kind of a healthy swing there from Boker. Here we go with the 0-1 pitch. That ball going to get sent right to shortstop. Renette up with a clean, fires across. That ball came off the bat at 92 miles an hour, and Ryder Renette acted like it was slow roller.
Renette's movements and actions at short are just impressive.
Especially when you consider
Now batting number 4, Hudson Lovell.
So that'll bring up Hudson Lovell.
You're looking at your Dunlap Eagles starting shortstop for the next 3 years.
Yeah. So Potter's down to their last out. Gray going to miss with the breaking ball up.
Shortstop's such an important position to lock down, and if you can do that for 3 years straight, Coach Stone's going to be loving life.
Fastball for 83 to even the count at 1-1.
Outside corner, almost untouchable.
There we go with 1-1. Breaker. Oh boy, that was dirty.
Great pitch. I don't know how he didn't swing at that or get it called first.
Just upstairs there. That'll make it 3-1. So Gray's seeing a little trouble for the first time tonight. An otherwise spectacular evening where he's retired all 5 hitters he faced. That ball going to miss down low.
Just a hair.
And so the Potters live to fight another batter on Gray's first walk.
Now batting number 5, Jude Parnham.
That'll bring up Jude Parnham. Jude with an RBI single in the 5th. That ball going to be hit by Eli Mechanicu.
He's got to hurry.
Mechanicu up clean, and that is your ball game. Dunlap gets the sweep and moves into sole possession of second place in the conference behind Washington. We hope you folks have enjoyed this. I know I certainly have. Anytime I can broadcast one of these games with Dave Bentley, it's a good day.
Folks, thanks for listening. Hi, Mom. I wish Lou's was still open. The root beer's flowing.
The root beer, almost stopped there the other day just to get that. Still not sure the food quality anymore. But
I need to get a pony keg and take it north with me, north of the wall.
Yeah, absolutely.
The White Walkers crave it.
Yeah. That is all, folks. We will see you next time.